We, the jury, unanimously agree that the defendant shall be sentenced to imprisonment for life without possibility of parole.
After little more than an hour and a half of deliberation, a Hamilton County jury today opted to show a little mercy to convicted killer George Thomas, sentencing him to life without parole, sparing him the death penalty. Their decision came after nearly 8 hours of testimony on Wednesday from the families of Shannon Christian and Christopher Newsom, as well as relatives of Mr. Thomas, including his mother, his brother, and his aunts.
The community's got to be happy because they're safe, at least from him.
We can't help but want to be greedy. We wanted it all.
That's not what he's going to get. What he's got coming to him in his new life. But in my life, there is nothing that is adequate except the death penalty.
We didn't get a chance to plead for mercy for our children's lives like they did yesterday, so.
And I'm a little disappointed because we know there's more things that he did that the jury was not allowed to hear. I think if they would have heard what we've heard, they would have had the death penalty. So I'm just a little disappointed in that.
There's statements that the other suspects made that implements him far more than what came out in the trial. The thing that concerns me really is he's raised his standard of living by getting the sentence he got. But it's acceptable. The main objective was getting him off of the street so he'd never do this to someone else again.
The families, they still have their sights set on seeing Eric Boyd charged. Mr. Boyd was convicted as an accessory in federal court, has long been considered a suspect in the slayings, but so far remains uncharged.
I mean, we
In
don't.
one court or another, we ain't through with Eric Boyd.
If it was up to us, he would have already been arrested for the murders, but we don't get to make those decisions, so.
Attorneys Dillard and Johnson declined immediate comment after the verdict, saying that they wanted to parse through what has happened in what has been an 8-day proceeding, and that they'll issue a statement later Thursday. Prosecutors Takesha Fitzgerald and Leland Price may take the rest of the day off today, but they can't be resting on their laurels because we have a fourth suspect, Vanessa Coleman, who is set for trial in May.
When they came in there yesterday and started setting the date for Coleman, my first thought was so much for a speedy trial. Once again.
We have to wait till May. We didn't want to do that, but.
And there'll be delays, there'll be motions for delays, all over again. We've been through it all.
That'll take it into the 4th year.